I suck. Okay. Boom. Here we go. Who did I even get? JKW on Code7 is the first person view here. Actually, I'm going to pull out of his view now that we're over on the point. Looks like the red team, which is Code7, has firmly taken control of the point. There's no one on Cloud9 even there at all. Surefour is going to be playing his Tracer. There is a Symmetra and no Zenyatta, so Symmetra is going to be providing shields to all the squishy Tracers, trying to do their jobs. Reaver and Surefour. Surefour already has Pulse Bomb available. The red team's currently in control of the point, and they're taking the high ground. They've also got the double soldier. They actually have mirror compositions? No, 2 Winstons against the 2 soldiers, actually. That's very interesting because Cloud9 actually did use the double soldier in the beginning, and they've chosen to stick with double Winston from their payload composition. And it worked out. They basically regained control super fast, the first regroup possible. Let's go ahead and go over to Code7 now, coming up the gut. Reformed here. Surefour doing a good job just tagging people in the back, keeping their attention. Firestorm can't really do a lot by himself, so he needs to stay with the group. Here we've got lots of sound barriers going down. There's a pulse bomb not really catching anyone. Teleporter is up now for one of the sides. They can't really... There's actually no way of knowing right now, unless I see it. Firestorm still has his ult available, so that means Cloud9's teleporter is up somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's actually up above the point. Okay. Great spot, actually. That's going to be very difficult for the Tracers to get to, since they can really only move horizontally. They actually can't even shoot this gap. They have to go under first, and they can't reach the upstairs. So that's a perfect teleporter spot against this composition. Reaper is actually being switched to now instead of the soldiers, so of course Reaper can reach that teleporter spot. They're choosing to attack on the opposite side though, and now it's already 70% in the way of Cloud9 for point A here. After one retake, it looks like they have super good control. Firestorm does have his teleporter available, but he seems to be rather dead at the moment. Trying to return to a place where he can actually place a useful teleporter could be a challenge. Surefour doing a great job, Reaver doing a great job as these Tracers just picking apart the defense, or not the defense, the attacking team as it is right now. Pulse Bomb's going off every which direction, but it looks like Cloud9 got the better of them. Reaver and Surefour taking out Firestorm and Torque, while Nicholas only got 1 Winston. Sound Barrier is going to give them enough HP to outlast this Reaper easily, and overtime's going to tick down. I don't see any Code7 folks around, and Cloud9 will take point A here rather handily.
Order will be restored.
I'm looking forward to working with you all.
Okay, Nepal point B. Same strategy here for Cloud9. Double Winston, double Tracer, Symmetra and Lucio. They're all going to speed through here. Reaver and Surefour taking the lead as they are, of course, adept at moving much quicker than their teammates. Double blink across the gap here to get in the face of the other team, which is already on the point. They actually went all the way over there. Did not even see this entire team on the point already. Both Winstons jumping into the fray, dropping their shields, and shields get destroyed immediately. No one dead just yet. Everyone doing their best job staying alive. Debet actually the first to fall. Debet, if you guys didn't know, used to play as Shuyan Hale, but changed his handle to something closer to his real name, which I think is a good choice. But Code7 actually takes over the point pretty easily there. They prefer the Reaper to the Soldier. They actually went 1 Reaper, 1 Soldier this time around, and it definitely is paying off for them. Surefour just hiding behind this column. Here's that S that everyone drew in middle school. Oh, sorry. Pulse Bomb goes off, does not actually catch Grego. Debet takes out Torque. That's a good pickup. The Tracers are the primary offense here for Code7, so every Tracer kill is very valuable. Soldier goes down, Firestorm on Symmetra goes down, and Cloud9 Looks like they're going to take control here. Potentially. They need to kill Custa, though. And they need to kill Torque, who has just returned to the fight. And they need to kill Nicholas, who's still standing. Symmetra doing her best job, trying to Void Ray down those Tracers. But 2 Tracers or Symmetra is going to basically go to Tracers every single time. We've got Kai leaping in first. Debet actually swapped over to Roadhog. This is kind of who he made a name for himself on, was Roadhog. Playing some really good matches for Google Me before they were Cloud9. Sound barriers are provided on both sides. Looks like the red team is pushing up a little bit further. Code7 in control. Actually, no, Cloud9 did manage to flip control of that right before the red team re-engaged. So that's actually incredibly good for Cloud9, as keeping 2 Tracers off the point for that long can be very difficult. A really good thing for Cloud9. They do have their teleporter up somewhere. There it is, actually. I'll just zoom over and check it out real quick. There it is, as that gorilla comes popping out of there. Kai back into the fight. And soon they are going to be past that 53% of Code7. I don't see the Symmetra on the other side anymore, so actually no, Firestorm's still there, but I just don't know where that teleporter is going to end up for the red team. Firestorm still does not have ult available. Sureforce still behind that red team, looking for easy picks. Going to take some free shots onto Lucio, so let's go ahead and watch Sureforce just take on this Lucio. Lucio actually doing a good job evading there. Several members of Cloud9 have been taken out. Pulse Bomb goes off. Torque takes out Tibet on Zarya now, not Roadhog. Double Zarya in play. Kai and Tibet both swapping their tanks over to double Zarya, where they were both Winston, not getting the job done, I guess. Swapped it over. 69% for Cloud9. Kappa, 58% for Code7 now. And Rising. Firestorm, still no teleporter? I'm scanning all around and not seeing it. No, players are actually returning all the way from spawn still. Firestorm, I'm going to check his ultimate charge. It's up at 88%, so it won't be too long now before we see that teleporter come up. Fortunately for Cloud9, the teleporter is not actually up yet, because they're going to have a chance to rebut here. 84% for Code7. There's a defensive sound barrier for Code7, already in control of the point. Going to help them stand up a little bit longer. Debet is the only member of Cloud9 on the point right now. He falls pretty quickly there. Adam and Sureforce both getting taken out just before that. And Code7 is actually going to win point B here on Nepal. We're going to see Nepal point C, which is a lot of fun. The point is right on a huge ledge, so you see lots of Pharah, Lucio, Roadhog for his ultimate and for his hook. Sometimes Soldier is very popular here just because he can shoot across the gap. There's that double Soldier we see. Thank you so much, GCD TV, for the host. Appreciate that. You guys came just in time. This is potentially the very last round of the tournament. If Cloud9 wins, they will seal the deal 3-0 against Code7. Code7 trying to claw their way back here. It looked like they may have lost everything just on that last point, but they did fight their way back. Looking at the compositions, we got Winston back in play. Soldiers on both sides. Kai playing the Soldier. Usually see him on the second tank or the Symmetra, but Adam is going to be playing Symmetra instead of his Mercy at the moment, or Zenyatta. And right now, no one's fighting over the point. They feel like this is a much better, safer place to fight. It's not on the ledge for Pharah's to bounce you off or Lucio's to bounce you off. And actually, no one even has chosen Pharah. Pharah Mercy sometimes gets pulled out on Nepal just because bouncing players off at full health is actually incredibly valuable. I notice Winston, Tracer, also able to recall or jump back up out of the pit if they are knocked off. Looks like Code7 is starting to cap, but Cloud9 does have the initial control, so they're going to actually ride that control as long as they can continue to contest the point. Code7 will not be able to flip it. Code7 doing a great job actually killing Cloud9 one at a time, and Custa is going to be the last one on the point there to flip it over to Code7's side. So again, another tight game. No rolling over here for either of these NA teams. Really glad to have an NA versus NA final, by the way. Europe has been participating in all of these NA weeklies, and no IDD, QD, or Envious this week means Code7 or Cloud9 will win their first tournament as Code7 or Cloud9. Cloud9, I don't believe, has won a tournament since leaving the Google Me name and joining the Cloud9 brand. Looks like Cloud9 is moving forward here. I'm not sure how they were able to really do that, as they didn't score a lot of kills. Custa actually going down now while all these soldier ultimates are going off, but Cloud9 regains the point just by running in, essentially, and getting a couple of key picks. Torque and JKW both falling now as well. Ooh, look at that pulse bomb. Surefour, Reaver, and Debet combining there to score a quick 3 kills in succession. That is going to get them another 15, maybe 20% on the point before they even have to worry about it. Again, Adam has dropped the teleporter here, somewhat closer to the point, I'll say, but really not in a crazy spot. Firestorm on the other side, still charging her ult, 68% now for that Symmetra ult. We've got Nicholas back on the point. No one is defending it here right now. Debet as the lone Winston just jumping around trying to contest for as long as possible. Yeah, we're up to 75% before the red team can even really re-engage. Debet does fall there, up to 80% now. Things are getting tense here for Code7. They really need to flip this point. It looks like they are very, very close to doing so, but Reaver and Adam both on the point now, going to prevent Torque from taking it. Reaver blinks away at the perfect moment to not die to that pulse bomb. Very good defensive capability there. Debet on Winston. They kill JKW, and now I think it's over, honestly. That was pretty anticlimactic. Trudel has an opportunity to extend the overtime, but he actually dies before he reaches the point. Does get extended there by Torque. Sound barrier dropped on both sides. It's 500 extra HP for both sides. It quickly drains down. You can see the green and red glow on every character there. Debet doing a good job smacking people away from the point. They need to kill these tracers, or they are going to continue to extend it. Nicholas and JKW and Torque all go down. I didn't even realize that they had swapped to a third tracer, but they just have 150 HP without that Symmetra shield, so they got zapped down, and that is it. Cloud9 is going to be your champion here. 3-0 over Code7 in the finals.
Play of the game.
Wait for it.
Gotta love seeing that pulse bomb. Nice follow-up as well. Good execution there on JKW. Nice play by Reaver overall. And Cloud9 just did an amazing job in this tournament. I don't think they lost a map. Well done. We are missing some powerhouse teams.